Chapter 39. Continuation. And then Walter enters the picture. Walter was on a short visit to Trondheim. He could be found at the music department of the university in connection with a lecture he had been invited to give on the subject of compositional improvisation. Walter's recordings in Munich and the rapid spread of his unique works attracted greater attention than much else in that field. Quite inevitably, word spread about the financial success he was in the process of creating. In musical circles, only a few people ever made a lot of money. Most never came close. And that part of a career remained nothing more than a distant dream. Walter himself had not planned such a development. He was devoted to his music. Felt that his position as a church organist was more than sufficient, with a decent salary. But when the fruits of his exceptionally original works became widely known and rewards arrived in the form of dollars credited to his account, he was not exactly displeased by that either. He was to conclude his stay in Trondheim with a full evening concert in Nidaros Cathedral, Norway's most famous church. The entire concert was devoted to world premieres. The press had been invited. The Norwegian TV channel NRK showed up with a highly qualified team. The concert was announced as a world premiere, and representatives of the Norwegian royal family were on their way. Professor Pelli Kaka had caught wind of this event, and together with his Norwegian wife they decided to attend this splendid occasion. As they made their way into the church, powerful organ music was already flowing. Walter was eager to get started. He had begun the concert well before the announced time. And the NRK crew had their work cut out getting all the recording equipment set up in time. But the record button had been pressed, and before the royal family had taken their seats. 30 minutes of the concert had already been recorded. Large, magnificent organ works filled the church interior in an unceasing stream of sound, utterly overwhelming and so beautiful that even the legendary monk who had been hiding in the cathedral loft stuck his head out and smiled at all those present. This was captured by the TV team and documented for the whole world in the broadcast on Sunday evening, the day after the concert. As always with such spectacular events, the press afterwards focused considerably more on the monk's appearance than on the music itself. Even the presence of the royal family was overshadowed by this aged old man known as the monk of Nidaros Cathedral. But something happened behind the scenes that marked the beginning of a fairy tale-like development of Pellecoin. Professor Pelli Kaka had listened to the entire concert and was deeply impressed. He had read the program brochure thoroughly and decided to greet Walter after the concert. After a few brief, purely courteous exchanges, they both sealed things with a handshake and an agreement to follow up and collaborate further. Professor Pelli Kaka was left with a peculiar feeling afterwards, which he shared with his wife. She replied that they had witnessed something strange. The brief conversation with Walter had confirmed it all. Later, Professor Pelli Kaka realized that Walter was the perfect partner for the road ahead with Pellecoin. He had deep insight into the world of music and would also likely become a solid investor. All of this proved to be true. It was the first decisive chapter in the Pellecoin fairy tale that was on its way towards revelation and realization.